So let's talk about Usha Vance. Yes, the same Usha Vance who's now the Second Lady of the United States, married to J.D. Vance, Donald Trump's running mate, and now Vice President. Her recent interview with Meghan McCain has sparked a lot of quiet buzz, not because of what she said, but how she said it. If you listened closely, it wasn't hard to hear the subtext. This isn't exactly the life she signed up for. From the moment she found out, just 5 minutes before the rest of the world, that her husband was joining Trump on the 2024 ticket, it felt like her world spun off its axis. She described it as a bolt of lightning, sudden, disorienting, and not exactly welcome. She wasn't plotting any path to political life. She wasn't angling for the White House. In fact, in her words, she's just along for the ride. And that sentiment runs deep throughout her conversation with McCain. Usha Vance, a Yale-educated lawyer, a former clerk for Chief Justice Roberts, a woman with her own formidable resume, now finds herself living in the U.S. Naval Observatory, politely fielding questions about Pilates, parenting, and protein intake. She seems, frankly, unsure about this whole spectacle. Her dream? To return to a normal life, back to her home, her career, her identity. And she's not shy about saying that. What's even more striking is how deftly she avoids falling into the Maggie A woman stereotype. When asked about being a South Asian woman in this new political role, she brushes off the tokenism. She doesn't rally around firsts or self-congratulate. She's just trying to stay grounded, even while being called ma'am and sneaking into restaurants through service doors to dodge the cameras. She doesn't embrace the trad wife image either. Sure, she has 3 kids and a family to manage, but she's not out here preaching about the joys of barefoot domesticity. When McCain brought up having more children, Usha smiled but didn't bite. She laughed it off with, "We'll see where that leads," clearly signaling that this isn't a decision being made on patriarchal principles. And maybe the most telling detail? Her fashion choices. She doesn't have a stylist. Instead, she relies on a group chat of friends and an app where she's cataloged her wardrobe. That's right. The Second Lady curates her outfits with input from a fashion-savvy text thread. It's endearing, practical, and, above all, very normal. Usha Vance didn't seek the spotlight, and it shows. She's thoughtful, measured, and trying hard not to lose herself in the political theater around her. Her life used to be about courtrooms and legal briefs. Now it's hot yoga, disguised strolls, and public scrutiny. But listen closely, and you'll hear the echo of someone longing for a quieter, more authentic existence. She's not playing a role. She's not performing. She's just trying to be Usha. And that, in itself, feels quietly radical. Stay subscribed for more videos.